He's a fashion socialite at this point. You know what I'm saying? He's more
I agree.
popular because he out here, you know what I'm saying, gallivanting about town with Rihanna. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's a good rapper that just never really cared for rap. Like, he can
I don't
do
know,
it, but
man.
I don't think that's his passion.
A lot of people who rock with ASAP Rocky on a deep level musically. ASAP Rocky over Lil Baby? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, but hey, real quick, I know this was not a topic, but I do want, as we were talking about this, I had a name that just popped in my mind. I'm like, yo, I would love for us to talk about this briefly. If it's on this show or another show, I don't really care.
Yeah.
ASAP Rocky. What is his what is ASAP Rocky's impact? What is his, when you think of the name ASAP Rocky, where do you place him in terms of like where he stands amongst, I would call him the greats? What do you call ASAP Rocky? Is he a great? What the hell is ASAP Rocky?
In my opinion, he's a fashion socialite at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like the music is, and it's a couple of artists like that are, you know, more popping in another field than they are in their original field the way they got on. You know what I'm saying? Like I went back and listened to his early, like maybe like a year ago, you know what I'm saying? I went back and listened to Ace, what was the first thing he put out? The first
at long last ASAP, or was that the
that joint sounded dated. Like it was some joints on there that were still good, but it sounded dated. When I listened to some of his other music, I still check for him, but he's more popping in the fashion arena. You know what I'm saying? He's more popping because he out here, you know what I'm saying, gallivanting about town with Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? that's good. That's a good look. You know what I'm saying? But musically, his albums, you know, people are fans of his. He got fans, you know, but I mean, the whole ASAP is not moving the needle like they used to. You know,
I agree with all that. I asked that question because like ASAP to me is, you're right, everything about the fashion shit. Dude been out, he went to London before it was cool, like went and did all types of shit. But like it almost feels like ASAP is revered. I've talked to people who revere ASAP Rocky on a certain level. They put him at a pedestal as a rapper, and I'd be like, but what has he dropped that has made you? No, it'd be like younger people who like came up watching ASAP and they listen to his music. There's a lot of people who rock with ASAP Rocky on a deep level musically. I ain't even talking about fashion right now. I'm talking about music.
ASAP, let's not fool ourselves. Like he's a good rapper. Like ASAP Rocky.
Of course.
Like so,
I'm just trying to figure out like where y'all place him. Where do y'all place him as a rapper?
I think that he's one of these guys that are just, you know, they have their special cult following. You know, he's not necessarily upper echelon, but at the same time, he is gonna get respect. And every time he drops, people gonna check for him. And you know, I'm fine with that because he does have, like, his last album, Testing. I still check for that joint from time to time. The Tony Tone joint, Tones in the memos, bro. That joint is up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So him and Skepta.
That's what
bump that all the time.
We got some joints.
Yeah, you got joints.
He's one of those cult following types. Yeah.
So to everything that you just said, I feel like that argument can be used to Tyler, because if Tyler doesn't ever elevate to where we think he probably should be, he always gonna have that cult fan base of people who rock with him.
But he's way better though.
No, he's there.
No. I'm not.
He's
of
already
course,
there.
he's way better. Yo, I saw the most blasphemous shit ever, and I said, dog, this is why I had to ask this question, because ASAP Rocky was headlining Coachella. Bro, I saw, you know how they got the flyers and they show like the people who were headlining in the big letters, and then the people who were like on the undercards, they got them in small letters, you can barely see their names. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Bro, ASAP Rocky was like in big letters, and I'm looking at this, I'm looking at it like, ASAP Rocky over Lil Baby? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, why is this man put up on a pedestal like this? It didn't make sense.
He's a superstar. I mean, you got Coachella's in California, right? So, like in California,
actually, it might have been Rolling Loud. It might have been Rolling Loud.
Rolling Loud.
One of these festivals, man.
If it's Coachella, then like, you know, funny story is that I remember the first time I went to LA, they were playing Tyga like a lot. I was like, yo, like in California, Tyga's a legend. Kid Ink is a legend. You know, so it could be one of them situations where ASAP Rocky in California, he moves the needle. In New York, he moves the needle. But maybe like in the South, maybe around where we are, is like ASAP Rocky. But I think he's a good rapper that just never really cared for rap. You know what I'm saying? Like he can do it, but I don't think that's his passion.
I would agree. I think his passion is fashion.
Fashion.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. He's become a superstar in that regard. He's walking runways and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. ASAP Rocky is at the like headlining Coachella.
Bro, I'm telling you, go look it up. It's the craziest sight ever. It doesn't make any sense, like visually. But anyway, man, enough of the ASAP Rocky, enough of the Tyler the Creator. I think it's time to move on. Next topic.